Today, we are leaving the hustle and bustle of Phnom Penh behind as we head over to one of Cambodia's hidden gems, the laid-back riverside town of Kampot. It's about a 3-hour ride, and trust me, it's gonna be worth every minute. From my very first impressions of the town to where I'll be staying for the next few days, the vibrant night market, and of course, Kampot's most famous landmark. We're diving into it all, so let's get into Kampot. Good morning, Cambodia. We're here in Phnom Penh, but not for long as we're going to be heading over to Kampot. But right now, we're going to order a grab taxi to take us to the bus stop. The bus cost us just £7 each for a 3-hour journey, and it's like a minibus with just 15 of us on it, which is nice. So let's get going. So we've ordered a taxi for 5,100 Rial, which is about 99p, so not expensive at all. But look at us, we're currently basically trapped in this tuk-tuk. We picked for some reason the smallest tuk-tuk possible, and just by chance we got that one. So we're now heading to the bus stop, and we'll be getting on the bus very shortly. So about halfway through the trip now, and we've stopped off at the services. So if you need a toilet or go get food or a drink or anything, you can do. And we've actually ordered a blueberry smoothie for just over £1, and it tastes incredible. So very happy with this purchase. But we're now going to wait for an hour and a half, and then we should arrive in Kampot. And we've arrived in Kampot, so it cost us 4,400 to get this tuk-tuk, which we are in right now, to take us to the hotel. It's only about a 5-minute drive from the bus stop too, so we are looking forward to getting there. However, the weather has taken a turn, and it has been raining. I don't know if you can see that on the windscreen there, but it seems to have cleared up a little bit more now, which is nice, but it's looking quite nice so far, apart from the weather. And so we have now arrived at our hotel for the next 3 nights, the Sokchea Kampot Hotel. Look how nice it looks. However, we have no idea where the reception is or anything, but it's dead too, so I don't know what we're doing right now. So we've just checked in, and we are in room 110 of the hotel, and it's a deluxe double room costing just £29 per night. But let me show you around. Starting off with what we can see from our front door. It's the swimming pool with chairs. It's got also sunbeds and everything. It looks like a little bit of an oasis there, so it looks beautiful as we now head our way in. And it's actually funny because this is a sliding door rather than a open door. But there it is, big bed, bedside table. You've got the aircon, which is nice to see. It's not a fan. Then you've got a little desk space for me if I want to do any work. Just chucked all our bags down there. Obviously got the gowns, which is nice to see. Fridge and safe, which is good because it's quite an unsafe place apparently, Cambodia. And then the big bathroom, so you've got the sink, massive mirror, which is good, the toilet, and then the shower. So I'm a bit worried about the shower and the toilet being so close that you're going to get the toilet drenched, but we'll have to see. They've also got the body wash and other things like that too. There is like a back, I don't really know what's not much out here to be honest, but it's like a back door. I can open this, I don't even know how you open it, but all it is just that. So there's not much going on out the back, and then there's a door, but I think that goes into the room next door, so we're not going to unlock that one because we don't want to scare everyone in the room next to us. But this is going to be our room for the next 3 nights whilst we are here in Kampot. They also said at the reception that if you wanted to get a tuk-tuk into the centre, it is completely free. We have to find obviously our own way back, but it is free to get into the centre, which is a nice touch too. We have settled into the room, and it is now time to go into Kampot and explore the night market and the riverside and go and get some food there too. Beth wants a burger, so we're hoping to find a really nice burger place there as well. The weather seems to have picked up too, which is good because it was tipping it down earlier, but now it is dry again, so hopefully it'll stay like that. We've just been dropped off by our free tuk-tuk here in Kampot town, and it looks beautiful actually. We've been dropped off right by the riverside. There's a cool little bridge over there where only bikes can cross it by the looks of it. It's like a bike bridge. And then down here is a small little beach, and I don't know if you can see that. Let's see if I can zoom in for you. There's like coconuts that have been like dressed up and stuff, which is quite funny. I've not seen that before. However, it does really smell of a sewage down here, and I don't know why. Maybe it's some pipes are just coming out to the river or something. But we're now going to head to where we're having food tonight, which is the burger place. But we've just seen in the distance a seahorse, which looks like the merlion from Singapore. So if you've not gone back and seen that, you will know what I mean. I'll put a little clip of it now here for you. But it is just over there in the distance, so we'll probably be passing that in a little while. But we're also going to hope to get good views of the sunset this evening too, maybe over the bridge, because it sets in about an hour or so. So we've actually picked a good spot to go and watch it. So the Seahorse is just ahead of us. I don't know why, but there's loads of people here with the exact same top on. It's like, it says Lucky Supermarket on it. So it's as if like the supermarket brand's done like a trip to this Seahorse, but I'm not too sure why there's all these people here. Just look at that view, it is beautiful, just as the sun's going down. There's also like a big clock in the distance over there. I think it's got the right time on it, but I'm not too sure what it's for. It's kind of like a Big Ben, but not so Big Ben. For the meal tonight, we have come to Burgershack Kampot, and Beth will show you around. It's basically just off one of the side streets from the riverfront. It's really nice just to sort of like watch the world go by. It is quite warm though, so it's quite nice to have a small fan on above us, but because we're sat facing outside, it does get quite warm in here. We've ordered ourselves a Fanta and a Sprite, keeping off the alcohol today, thankfully, and a bottle of water too for Beth. And then we have got some burgers, obviously. So I have got the Cajun chicken burger, which looks really nice. It's got cheese on it too. And then Beth has got the vegan burger. So that looks very nice too. They do look a little bit sort of anemic. They look a little bit plain, but we'll have to give them a try and see what we think of them. Here we go. That does taste nice. I feel like you could do with like a burger sauce or something, just to make it that little bit better. We have got ketchup and mayo here on the side, but I do feel like there could be like another dressing of some form, which would be quite nice. Chips just look like McDonald's sort of fries too. But we're going to eat our meal now. I'll let you know what we think of it once we get to the end, and then we'll go and check out the sunset. We've just finished our burgers and they tasted all right, to be fair. They looked a lot worse than they actually tasted, but it still wasn't as good as the ones that we had in Chiang Rai. They were incredible. One thing that was a little bit annoying was they didn't have much of the vegan stuff. So Beth couldn't get vegan cheese, she couldn't get the seitan burger, and then she wanted to get some battered mushrooms after because she wasn't quite full enough, and they didn't have any battered mushrooms either. So that was a little bit annoying, but we are now heading back to the Riverside where we can go and watch the sunset. So the sun has pretty much set, and I'm not going to lie, it's not the most amazing sunset that we've seen since being here, but it is a lovely, quaint town, and the bridge has been lit up, all the lights are starting to come on now. Everywhere's got like 2025 too, so I'm guessing that sort of stays on all year round until you actually hit 2026. The Seahorse has been lit up as well, it looks really pretty, and on the clock at the far end you can see the hands have been lit up too. Thankfully it doesn't smell quite as bad where we are stood right now, but I think we're just going to look around the town for a little bit longer because it's quite quaint. I think there might be a night market too, which we're going to check out, and then we might find somewhere to eat tomorrow. Whilst on the way to the night market, we have seen one of Kampot's famous landmarks, and no, it is not a decorated ball sack for Christmas. It is the Durian Roundabout. Just look at that. So they're actually known for having really high quality durians, and we've not actually tried a durian yet, so maybe this is where we need to try one. So we'll have to think about doing that if we see anywhere that does sell them. But apparently, like the French colonial period and stuff, it was highly exported from Kampot itself, so they made a lot of money and stuff locally here from those. And then just opposite the Durian Roundabout, we have the night market here in Kampot. So we're just going to take a look around now. It looks very similar to the other ones where it's got just loads of different shops. You've got clothing, a few of the Cambodian football tops down there, but they all look so fake compared to the actual thing. So that's the only thing with the night markets which we've seen so far. And so we'll just take a quick look around and see what we can find. This is quite cool. In the middle of this night market, they've actually got a couple of rides. They've got like a merry-go-round, some boats which I'm guessing will go up and down, and then also one of the boats there in the background. So what we were saying which we've noticed with the ones so far here in Cambodia, is they seem more for like locals rather than tourists. So they don't like have any mirrors or anything, and most of the clothing styles is just not what tourists really want. Well, not what we want anyway. So there's nothing really to buy. We just sort of like looking around them. But that is it for the night market. We're now heading to a 7-Eleven to go and grab ourselves some breakfast for the morning. Then we're going to get a tuk-tuk with Grab back to the hotel. And we are back in the room about to head off to bed, but we found that the 7-Elevens here in Cambodia are just not as good as they are in Thailand. There's hardly any English food in comparison to the Thai ones, so we do struggle to get stuff. But Beth did manage to get some cereal, but she's had to buy a pot noodle, so then she can use that as a bowl. So she's going to tip all the contents out of the pot noodle, give it a rinse, and then she's using that as a bowl because the cereals that they have here are all in boxes, so she can't actually tip the milk straight in. But we are heading off to bed now, and tomorrow we're hoping to go and explore the pepper farms here in Kampot, because there's a famous pepper farm, which is actually one of the best pepper farms apparently in the world. So we're going to go and check that one out tomorrow. But if you did enjoy the vlog, do make sure to smash that like button and subscribe if you are new. It goes a long way to supporting the channel, and there'll be plenty more vlogs out soon. And I'll see you all in the next one.